In today's episode, Thomas asks, what would be the impact if Google implemented a content check in its algorithm one day to distinguish between AI-written and human-written content? Okay. If Google were to implement that check, they would use it for feature engineering. They would essentially say, this was AI-written, this was human-written. Does that feature matter in terms of what the user prefers? Because all of Google's algorithms that we've seen so far are about two things. One, optimizing to keep people using Google. And two, optimizing to keep people using Google because they get good results out of it. And so if Google were to implement that check, it would be to determine if AI-written content was better than or worse than human-written content. And this is the heart of what they have said about their own search algorithms. They have said, we don't care who wrote it. We care that it's good. We care that it satisfies searcher intent. And that is something that a lot of SEO folks are having a real hard time with. And a lot of content creators too. Google's agnostic. Google wants happy users. Happy users are returning users. Returning users are people who are essentially using the search engine, and that in turn means showing more ads, etc., etc. So there's no surprise there in Google's intent. They want us using their service. So does it matter whether it's AI or human-written content? Not really. What matters is, does the user get what they want? And if you generate two pieces of content, right? One is AI made and one is human made, and the AI one is better, the user's going to favor it by staying on page longer, by not pogo sticking out of it, by engaging with it more, maybe by sharing it, etc. And so the AI content will win. If the human content's better, the human content will win. Again, one of the things that is pretty unlikely is that Google's going to spend a lot of time trying to distinguish between whether or not a piece of content was written by a machine or human, because that's a computationally very expensive thing to do, right? It's computationally very expensive, and as a result, that would slow down search listings. That would complicate the results that you get, and there's not a clear indication as to why you would do that, unless you're regulatorily required to do so. There's not a clear indication why that would make sense for Google to do, because at the end of the day, Google just wants you happy and staying on their site and using Google. So I would expect less that they would say, hey, this is AI written or human written, and much more focus on, is it satisfying user needs? Because the reality is, if you're good at using generative AI, you will produce good content. If you are good at writing, you will produce good content. Both things are the same. Both things are people using the tools that they have to make stuff for the user. And to the extent that it makes people happy, Google will favor it. So worry less about whether Google's going to be checking your content for AI or not, and more about whether the content even is appreciated by the audience, by the people that you want to have viewing it. And if it's any good, is the content any good? So that would be my suggestion. Thanks for the question. We'll talk to you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to know when new videos are available, hit the bell button to be notified as soon as new content is live.